Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Today we're gonna go over how to draw Ant-Man. Kind of a mixture between the animated series and maybe the comic book series. I'm not really gonna throw the movie one in there. He's got a different design completely. I'm gonna be using this Prismacolor Cool Erase and this Micron. I'm gonna be using a couple of microns actually, different what do you call these? Thicknesses, an 8. This is a 5, and so I'm just going to be drawing his upper body, but kind of a little bit more dynamic than I normally do. Circle for the head. Draw an arch for the back. I'm just kind of making this up, really. Arch for the back. I want to be kind of aiming forward a little bit, maybe. His hand out at the audience or something. His hand's going to be huge with perspective. I'm drawing that circle shape. Hopefully you can kind of see this, by the way. I know it's kind of rough. If you can't, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go over this in pen, so you will be able to see it. But I'm kind of thinking trying to find his torso right here, the rib cage, and then his pelvis is gonna be over here somewhere. Doing this very quick, trying not to overthink, because I notice as you work more, you tend to overthink. You know, I don't know. It's really bizarre that works. That's why it's good to kind of practice by drawing stuff really fast. We'll take care of that hand later, but let me see the general sweep of what's going on. He's got this belt on all the time. He's got this wacky helmet, which I will kind of go over. And see how it's just kind of scribbled in here? I just got the gesture and the idea of the pose. Trying to figure stuff out here. This helmet's pretty big. Okay, so now that I have the gesture of the pose, I'm going to go into kind of the helmet itself. And the helmet is weird. He's got this kind of talking, he's got some that he kind of breathes through or talks through, but it's kind of away from his mouth. So there's an opening for his mouth, and there's something toward the bottom. We got holes for the eyes, and he's got these antlers, antennas that stick out. So this is kind of like what I do when I just speed through stuff, pretty much. Let me go in with pen, with one of the thicker pens. I'm going to go with the thicker Micron, the 8. And it's weird too, because normally I would never start like this, but you know, I think I see it enough in my head to start it. I'm going to go to the eye. The eye shape first. Kind of almost like Batman-y eyes. So I'm representing the hole and also his eye being seen through there. He has this kind of like chamber on the right side of his head, so I have to kind of look for that ellipse, but not the whole ellipse. Because something is coming out of it. So I have to pull down and find that where that attaches. And then he has this ellipse over here toward the front. Inside of that ellipse. Finding the rest of that. Finding the rest of this side as well. And I'm kind of changing the design as it suits me. I'm seeing now that his head might be a little bit too big. I'm not sure yet. Other side. Put his antenna there now, just so I don't forget later. Nose shape down here. His face sticks out of there. Because the way things are going, I think his head's a little too big. That might affect the rest of my drawing. I might adjust it. And drawing his mouth over here. And then a little indentation on that side. I can already tell his head is way too big, so I'll show you how I adjust that without having to go back to the pencil. You should go back to the pencil, honestly, if that ever happens to you. But I am not. I am a rebel like that, I guess. I'm just making this side of his chest much bigger, so it looks like kind of a perspective. I'm making his shoulder much bigger. Other side. Os pectoralis. I'm going to pull that down. As you can tell, see, it's just getting ridiculous. I'm pulling this whole thing down, this whole belt area down. But I can use that as a guideline. I'm going to put his belt down here about. So I'm going to draw this circle. Circular contraption on the side here. Circular contraption on the other side. Pattern on his belt. over here. Find the tricep, elbow here, the forearm. I'm moving the hand a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to actually eliminate the hand. I'm just going to vignette it. You know, like it's just like he's grabbing out there. Hand's just too complicated right now. I screwed up. Now it looks like he's just grabbing onto stuff randomly for the hell of it. Like he's all mellow about it. Whatever. Design on his forearm. Maybe that direction. And then he's like grabbing onto something, but he's pretty pissed or just mellow. I'm going to make him really mellow by putting that line there. Let me erase a lot of the lines that I have right now. Can't get them out of the way. So gotta get them out of here. At least as much as I can. Prismacolor doesn't erase super well. It erases okay, but not super well. And I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna look at this tack. Gonna put a little bit more detail into it. A little bit more detail into it. Nothing crazy. He has his symbol on his chest here. And that's about it, I think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a thick line over it with a marker. I was going to color him, but I was like, I'm just going to throw a thick line over him with a marker. Run the contour line. I think it kind of gives it a cool look. And that's about it. Anyways, thanks a lot. I appreciate you watching, and please share this video. Please comment. Please like. All that stuff helps, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.